Got the playbook well.
Well, we ain't got no jerseys over here. Not even a couple options.
No, sir.
I like it.
Look like you're ready
You
to
get that stadium turned up over there at Penn State, you gonna be trouble.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to Eugene, Oregon, where it appears the
What?
lights have to be deceiving. I'm looking skyward. There's liquid coming down from
In
the
the
sky.
rain,
And
yeah.
everyone knows it never rains.
Damn,
in
Never
Austin Stadium.
fails. Me and
I'm about to
We've
turn
got
this
a
bitch off,
sensational
man.
matchup for you.
This is-
Fans have been filing in and getting ready for this game. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Texas Longhorns,
I ain't got time.
taking on a team from the Big Ten, the Oregon Ducks. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started.
Hey, give me time. We too many more niggas. Let's come over there and double play, take a look at it.
And the Ducks' long
Oh,
wait
it
is
ain't
coming
ducked
to
on.
an
He's
end
putting the
as they'll
chemistry
put a
over there.
foot to it, and the season will get underway.
Yeah, he gonna know I don't. When he
And
come in
he'll
there and
bring
see
it
the
out of
game.
the end zone. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. They challenge this crowd to bring the energy, and I'd say they're doing that.
Okay, I got a star or two.
Yeah.
Running back searching for a hole. And the good news for the offense, there's nowhere to go from here but forward. No gain on the first play.
Yeah.
SEC versus the Big Ten. They competed everything. They try to
gotta
outspend
play
each
good.
other, and they
I gotta
certainly
get
want to
the
beat
gap.
each other on the
If I
field.
don't,
So many national
Big.
championships,
Look at
so
this.
many Heisman Trophy winners shared.
yeah.
The expressway is
Who
wide
was?
open.
It's
And they get him out of bounds after an explosive run, just chewing
I'm
up
talking about
yardage
Webb.
along the way. He's up to 47 yards rushing for him now, and that is a way to make your presence felt in the early part of the season.
Oh, that's deep.
Oh, yes.
Fires into traffic, and it's picked off. He'll go down
Good
right
ball,
there, but
man.
what a big play to come up
Oh,
with that
sorry.
turnover.
He a freshman, too.
The first down for the offense.
I play the truth don't know face me.
Power football with the run.
Really much.
And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first
like
down running the
92,
football, it just
91,
opens up your entire playbook
Power
moving forward.
back. He did.
Got 8 on first down. Now
Bigger and
looking
shit.
at a 2nd and
Here
2.
and shit, man.
He's looking to throw. He'll try to do it himself. He steps out of bounds, but he's got enough for a first down.
Most offensive coordinators want to be really aggressive on 2nd and short. And I love the quarterback here. He drops back the pass thinking being aggressive. Nothing available. Scramble. Give me an easy first down.
Yeah. I need a little
From the
short yardage.
shotgun,
I'm
the
going to stay
handoff
underneath
to the
him.
back.
Nice run there on first down. You know this is a running
that
back that
last
gets
play,
better
last
as the
play
game
got
goes
me
on. So they're going to want
That
to
was
make sure they
bad, 'cause I was
keep
like,
feeding him the football, let him get lathered up.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down and 2nd and 6.
Oh, yeah.
They got him looking wrong, but they're going to throw it.
Boy, read that out.
Quarterback doing what he
Hey,
does best.
come
He
on,
can move.
14. Make a play
Nothing
for your
open
boy.
downfield, so he'll just toss it away.
And that goes down as incompletion, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach and the OC will be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the pocket. He obviously was, so he's outside the tackle box, so he knew he could throw it away as long as he got it past the line of scrimmage. Nothing there, nothing open. Live to fight another down.
Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. From the gun, wants to pass. They're working that left side. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short.
And I think that completion is as good as a first down, right? Because you've set yourself up now in 4th and inches. Quarterback sneak's going to get it done. You can keep this drive alive.
4th down and inches, and you go read any book you want to, any analytical measure, and it will tell you, go for it. Try to get it on the ground. Now it's run to the ground, but not before picking up the first.
Yeah, at this point of the
Yeah,
drive, 4th down and
that
inches
was.
in your opponent's territory. You're trying to get into field goal range. You're just going to run the football. You're going to try to be more physical at the line of scrimmage. They were right there.
The Ducks are moving quickly down the field. He wants to throw. Unloads to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one. And the Ducks have it with a 1st and 10.
Yeah, rank 25.
Out of the gun to give to the back. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Ducks! They're on the board first here in the season opener. And the extra point makes it 7-0. So that's a 59-yard touchdown drive. And the scoring play came on the 12-yard run. Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out.
70?
Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17.
Okay, I'm going to go look at that.
Here comes the Texas offense. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you've got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
They've got him pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there.
Wow. This nigga could.
Using his legs to attach it. Finds a crease at the 20. He's got 67 yards on the ground.
What the hell, man?
What a tremendous start to
what the hell are you doing, dog?
I'll tell you, when I hear Texas football, I think about Bevo.
How the hell you don't score that touchdown, dog?
I know. Ricky Williams, Jamal Charles, Bijan Robinson. This dude seems like he's the next guy in that long list of game breakers at the position. He's got everything you look for in a great running back.
He maybe gets a yard. They'll mark him at the 29.
Bullshit. Trying to dive and got goddamn caught.
Balance, even if it's not super successful, make it run. You can take it a little bit at a time just to keep that defense honest.
They're trying to lay out and get in there.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9.
We'll fight another day for it.
He's looking to throw. Quickly complete. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker.
This is a very tough slot receiver to cover if you're a linebacker because of how quick and how shifty he is. You never seem to know which way he's going, and he always seems to create an open space for his QB.
They'll try to pick up the first through the air. He makes the connection.
That shit wag. I went underneath for a reason, man. He still got that.
Hard work pays off, guys. These offenses work so hard week in, week out, working on those critical downs.
Hey, I knew it was coming. I know the route.
In the game, that's got to feel good for this offense.
Touch pass on the jet sweep.
Gets
it inside the 10. Nothing but green ahead. And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end. That big play has them in business. 1st and 10 inside the 20. They're looking to pass from the red zone. Pocket starts to collapse.
Come on, 11.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, hard. Now that's the way to bail out the rest of the team. Start with bad field position, put together a drive anyway.
And very confident. You can see the quarterback just had a bit of a swagger, Reese. He was like, look, all right, we're starting deep in our own end. Special teams didn't help us out, but we can fix that right now, fellas. And they went out and looked so good on that last drive.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, let's get you up to speed on what's going down in this fun college football game today. New Mexico State is ahead of this one. This team plays a hard-nosed brand of football there in Las Cruces, but they're a long way from closing this out. They're up by a field goal over the Sharks. We've got our eye on this one and everything else going on throughout the day. Guys?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. Really good balance on that last drive. They mixed it up all over the place, Jesse.
Yeah, how nice, too, to have the defense on their heels, because at this point, they don't know what's coming at them. They had problems stopping everything that last drive did.
So I think this defense would come back with a little more aggressiveness. I mean, they let them have what they wanted. Now they got to dictate to this offense a little bit more.
Wants to fire on second down. He's got the tight end. Dragged down to the turf, but not before getting the first down.
It must be nice for this quarterback knowing he's got this type of athlete playing the tight end position that can work the middle of the field for him. He's a guy who can stretch it vertically as well, but this is a guy the QB will look for early and often in this game.
They'll throw it on first down. Got it in the middle. It's Burgess. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. That run epitomizes a veteran, savvy senior who knows how to find space. The Ducks trying to win the day by running for another first down.
Run the football. It's always been the staple. We can go back as far as you want with Oregon teams. The ones that were good, they were built on the running of the football, the physicalness. Run the ball, baby.
They're bringing heat.
Oh, man.
And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield.
Well, the offense trying to stay aggressive, right? You just came up with a huge play, and right away you go back to another pass, but you got to do a better job protecting your quarterback. Can't give up a sack there.
The give to the running back from the shotgun. Runs through a tackle. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
Ain't too bad.
Now facing a third down as they come back to the line after the break. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch.
Straight man-to-man.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Burgess. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down.
And you see so many smart wide receivers, so many smart tight ends nowadays that they know where the holes in those zones are, and they work with their quarterback, and they find them, and they sit down in them and make big plays. It's tough to sit back in zone against such smart players nowadays.
On fourth down, they'll throw for it. Feeling some heat. Hit as he throws, and the ball goes right to the ground, incomplete.
Love the coverage on defense there. Fourth down, they're ready for the pass.
Well, my eyes were simply blowing.
Job being in
I should have looked
position
up,
to
then
make
came
that
down.
play. And now their offense is coming on the field.
On the move, it's Hatchet.
Oh, my God.
Turns it on at midfield. He's now up to 83 yards rushing already here in the first half. It's a season opener, but he's in midseason form.
And this guy is elite. There's a reason why he starts in this offense. You just saw the speed and the open field running ability on that last play. And this is a guy that is going to be key to the entire season for this offense.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. Bought a little time, lets it go.
Hey, bro, they made me counter that nigga, man. I'm trying to keep coming down. I know it wasn't for him.
That's
That's
why
crazy.
everybody has to do
That's exactly what you want as a defender. Just get your hand on the football, let that thing bounce, and you see so many big plays made, but it was the opposite.
And the pressure was all over him in the blink of an eye.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and who can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play action.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. He's looking downfield to throw. He's got his man. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. He just didn't have a chance to get loose and make his way to that first down marker.
I think fans get upset sometimes. Like, run your route past the sticks so we get the first down. But nice job by the defense understanding where the sticks were and forcing the fourth down.
Looking for a huge play. Catches right inside the 15.
I thought you threw it.
Well, they just drained all the suspense out of the fourth down conversion, moving the chains easily.
Oh, and he finds his slot receiver on that fourth down.
Yeah, so I came down. I was trying to hold you a little longer.
Such a good job.
I didn't think he was going to throw
He's
it.
just able to get open and read coverage. Every quarterback loves having a slot receiver like that.
Keeping it on the ground on first and goal. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. Second and goal for this offense.
He ain't got the talent. Yeah, he doing no shit like that.
He'll run it to the right.
Oh, good shit, 11.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
You gotta do something.
And how about the offense believing in the true freshman down here in the red zone, giving him the football, man? I bet his heart is pounding. He's wanting to get in the end zone to get that first touchdown.
They'll look to throw on third and goal. Touchdown, Texas! And they'll put that scoreboard operator to work and put 6 on the board. Getting set for the point after. And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. A 70-yard touchdown drive, and the score comes on a 5-yard touchdown pass. Fielded in the end zone, it's Burgess. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on fourth down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but, Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
Hit you right in the face.
Off play action.
Turn your head on the foul.
Downfield. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play. You always have to be aware of the running threat from the Oregon quarterbacks, but here getting business done through the air.
No doubt, Reese, because you're worried about his legs, the read game, all the stuff they can do. It opens up the passing attack. And I think when you've seen the Ducks teams throughout history, the ones that have enough balance to keep you off guard, keep you guessing.
Fires a bullet. Now it's picked off. Didn't really get a chance to get started on that return, but he has set him up at the 41-yard line.
It's all about making plays, and this guy's been waiting to make his mark on this team. He gets his first interception of the season, and what a momentum-changing play for his team.
First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. He's looking to throw it. Forced out of the pocket. Going to try to get it himself. And that defense doesn't allow a cutback, and they get him out of bounds after a short
I played
gain.
it like that because I knew he was coming. I was like, shit.
Got 5 wide out
Man,
spread
save
across
me.
the field on 2nd and 5. He's looking to throw. Unloads it left. How about getting the foot down on that throw for the big completion?
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
Looking to move it through the air. Pressure coming. And the defense gets home. Yippee-ki-yay at the 35.
And the corner getting in the mix. The little fella getting his second sack of the game. Defensive coordinator keeps dialing up these corner blitzes, and they keep hitting home.
He's looking for an open man on second down. Steps away to find some room. He'll pull it down. At the 20, he's got space. He's finally stopped, but a big play there with his feet as he moves those sticks.
Man, that's so frustrating. And it happens so fast. He just pulls it down. It looks like pass. He pulls it down, and he's gone. Just like that, chewing up yards. So much speed, so hard to stop.
From the red zone, looking for a receiver. Dances away. And this looks disastrous. Oh, down he goes. A huge loss on that play.
You got to give the defense tons of credit because we know how much speed this quarterback has. That time you saw the pursuit. They were able to bring him down for a big loss on the sack.
A little pre-snap eye candy for the defense. Unleashes one deep. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Longhorn!
And this offense is firing in all cylinders right now. Starting the year, game one, creating a little bit of a pad and separation at the end of this first half. But you can see why so many people are really excited about this offense.
I forgot that nigga is shitty. He got to play because I got no other safety. Well, I should have got out of that defense. Out of that formation. That's what I should have got out of.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Terrific showdown this week, guys. Let's take a look at what's going on. Indiana is in front. They've controlled the line of scrimmage to this point. But you take a look at the scoreboard, and you see we have ourselves a tight game. They're up by 10 over the Royals. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be concerned. If we're a little bit down, listen, I just think this is a point with the offense that they can prove. Like, we're here, we're going to create something now that we can build on in the second half.
Coach said all week he wanted to be aggressive. This is a great opportunity to show that right now. At the end of the first half, try and generate some momentum, score some points before going into halftime.
Ooh. Gets away from one. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at third down.
Great job by the QB just avoiding a negative play. I know you don't come away with a big completion, but he should have got sacked. I don't know how he was able to get out of that. Great individual effort by him.
Wants to throw on third down. They're trying to get to it. Quarterback floating away from pressure. Still running at the 40. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up.
And you're seeing here the difficulties defenses have trying to contain this guy. If you leave a lane open, you don't sack him right away. You allow him to get outside the pocket. He is going to take off, and he is very difficult to tackle in the open field.
He's going to let one fly down the middle.
What?
Oh, we got He's into the end zone. Touchdown, Oregon.
You already know. I already know. You ain't gotta take shit from me. I already know. I missed too. Ooh, we thank you.
Once you get it in his hands, he'll do the rest.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, and oftentimes
I already know.
those are easier throws for quarterbacks. And he's Bucs running backs, they're just naturally so good when they have the football out in space. Their vision, their creativity, their ability to make people miss. And this guy showed you right there a difficult guy to stop now if you're this defense moving forward.
He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. Looks as if we are set to crank it up here in the second half.
Huh?
He'll bring it out. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. I imagine we'll see them go right back to work up top after how productive that passing game was in the first half.
And it's interesting. If I'm the defense and I've got the lead, they've had success throwing the football, but we're winning. I don't know that this defense changes too much of what they've done in the first half.
I think they got to do a better job with pass rush. They might want to change their coverages as well because they're probably at this point expecting this offense to have to keep throwing, considering they did have success in the first half.
Might as well give it to him again. Another form tackle from this sophomore.
On the football, and you can tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small gain, but some information you gathered maybe for the next time you get to run an RPA.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. Escapes trouble.
Bruh.
Outside the pocket,
This
let's
shit
go.
here.
I know that's what pissing me off.
And how about that?
I
The
love
doctor always ordered an explosive play to the 40. The Ducks come to the line with a new set of downs. The give out of the gun. Across the 25, he's got room. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop.
You got to feel good for this kid, too. He worked so hard this past offseason to put himself in position to be the starting running back, and he's got a lot of skill, guys. He's got speed, open field running ability. I think he's going to be a big part of the offense this season.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. He's looking to throw. He looks that one in nicely. Touchdown, Ducks! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing, to be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get the end zone. That was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him
I
do
just
the
want to
rest.
use everybody's playbook.
And he's coming out of the end zone.
Shit.
Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. That last drive really productive. David wound up with a touchdown. They'll try to do it again.
Yeah, so I don't expect this offense to change too much, Reese. They had a great drive. They got the touchdown. Everything working. I would expect them to keep pushing this ball downhill.
And just imagine if they could put another touchdown on the board right here. They could
you got
capture
offensive line
so much
23 would be
momentum in this
gone.
game with back-to-back TDs.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Coming
Oh,
after
he
it.
had
And
on to get it out there.
That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble.
The offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. Getting some heat. And the defense makes a play.
That's a
Sacking
him in the
him back
game.
at
We
the
got
10.
it. That's
They didn't have to blitz. They're running the dime package, more speed on the field so we can cover in the back end and then let the D-line do what great D-line do.
a tight
The
game
Longhorns
too.
will call on their punt team. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. This could be a real turning point in the game. They scored a touchdown. They got to stop. And now a chance to break the tie.
Yeah, this offense has got it cooking, man. And how about the defense? Great job getting that stop, getting the football right back to the hot hand. Now this offense, Palmer, has a chance to take it in.
You can see the offense, too. They understand the situation right now. They were jonesing on the sidelines to get another opportunity to run back on the field. They are ready to drive this ball and go score.
Down to the 23 for this 1st and 10. Leaves it with the back. And how about the efficiency on that?
It's the MO of this offense, and they really put a lot on the offensive line. They go out and really try and establish their dominance and their assertiveness, and they've done a good job of that early in this game, running the football.
Got 6 on 1st down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Give to the running back. Bulls his way forward.
Anybody got a screen up?
Made, but not until he gets the 1st down.
Well, the offense knew what they needed to get that 1st down. So they
Miles or something big. Bro, we have something to smoke.
What are you smoking, Abe?
This is herbs and cheese.
He's gonna pass. Firing to the right.
The line ass.
Oh, did they know that one was coming?
Enough of those fucking dope, Abe.
Well, that receiver's looking at his teammates like, guys, what's up?
That hurt
You're
me.
gonna block for me on the
He lied
screen?
to me.
Seriously? No, I just lost yards on a screenplay. How does that happen?
When she told me she
Going
could
to work
find them
in the
black,
red zone, they can't pick up the
backwoods
1st
in the
down
front
without
porch.
getting it into the
Nah,
end
I
zone.
smoke no backwoods now.
Fast motion from the offense.
Tell you, I would have 2 more wood.
Well, I'll be smoking with
Quarterback
Cook.
reacting to what the D is showing.
No, crack, I thought.
I'm probably smoking with him
Runs the
again.
throw on
Hey,
2nd
I
down.
already know you cooked them again.
Can't make the grab as
They
he
won't
was
let me
looking
click
for his
on them.
man right at the
I
goal
had
You
line.
just barely showed up.
Yeah, that's very wrong. We put one of them on the TV.
Hey, not like these lines. Feel like he extra man.
And they won't let me go. Oh, you gotta body him, dude.
Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it.
Oh, what are you doing in the middle?
Touchdown, Oregon! And with that, they've got the lead here in the 2nd half. A methodical.
Hey, where's somebody ordered before?
Tossing it to the tight end.
And the tight end, I tell you what, this is a position that's evolved so much, right? And you see him move all over the field. It's kind of like, where is Waldo? You got to find this big fella, especially down in the red zone area. This is the guy they're going to target and make the big play, get the touchdown.
And he's going to bring it out. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16.
Got back home by 3 of them plates.
So now the Longhorns
Three
take
plates.
over, and they'll send out the
What is going
offense.
on?
Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot. You got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable.
Yeah, we talk up under the
They got to
pitch.
do something here to get
Yeah,
this
up under the
defense on
stand,
board.
won't you? Got to make it 6 yards out of
On
bounds.
2nd down, he'll try to make the
No
connection.
flags.
He lets it fly. Snatches it
That's
on the right. And he's brought down after a huge completion.
What a beautiful throw and catch on this play, and I love the job the receiver did tracking the ball in the air. Nice job of locating the throw and then hauling it in.
Wants to throw on 1st down. Trying to get... And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. How about from the defense to scoop it up.
Touchdown,
Ducks! The defense takes matters into their own hands.
Good loud.
And how about this defense making plays? Not only do you force the fumble, the awareness to scoop it up. Understand the difference between trying to jump over, pick it up and make a play. They make a play. In this offense, they have not put together a lot of scoring drives, and now they give up points on the other end. They got to get it together.
And here's the return. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
On second down, wants to throw. He's going for the big play. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
That's one of those plays where you're going, man, he probably could have made that. The defense wasn't great on the play, but guess what? It goes down as an incompletion. Those are one of those bullets that you got to dodge throughout a game to get the win, to limit those big plays.
Oh, you can't make no touchdown.
On third and long, he has to throw for it. Quick strike complete. And they finally haul him down, but not before the good catch and run.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting first.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that
Ain't no way.
Second down.
Ain't no way.
The connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again.
Ain't no way. How that ball go through me? Wow.
On second down, they'll take to the air. He lofts it high and deep.
Someone once told me what it's good.
Hits him inside the 20, still going.
Wow.
And the tackle was made, but not before. That completion gets him 30+.
That's a beautiful pass and catch. I love the job the quarterback does.
Shit. I don't think you pulled that out on me before.
I ain't read that one in a long time.
Yeah, I ain't seen that in a little minute.
Longhorns
Oh, wait a
rolling
minute.
down the field.
Yeah.
From the red zone, looking for a man. Quarterback moving.
Well, you got a custom playbook?
He's got it and still on his feet. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. Offense gets set for second down. Making sure they have good balance, keeping it on the ground.
Get the ball, man. Ain't no way. Ain't no fucking way he got that ball, man. Look at this shit.
Cutting into this lead somewhere. Now the question, will they have enough time?
But that's step one. You got to get that first
Like
score. You got to
running
get
it.
back in the ball game and get some of that momentum back on your side. You still got more work to do, but step one accomplished.
That sure did give you that. You was not in there.
He'll try to tack on one more. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. They put together an 81-yard drive, and he got into the house for the 6 to finish it. 28. The kickoff team out there and ready to go. Fielded in the end zone. It's Burgess. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. And they've got a little bit of a cushion here, David. If they can add to it on this drive, it would be nice.
And it definitely makes a little bit of a difference. Knowing I'm up by more than a field goal, obviously, Jesse, my mindset switches, and I know I can't make mistakes.
Yeah, and David, I don't think they have to reinvent the wheel on offense here. What they've been calling has been working. Just get back to doing what you're good at.
Now the play fake. Wiggles free.
Oh.
That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be third down.
Right there.
He didn't have a whole lot of time to
That
get rid of that.
fumble.
The defense was all
I really feel like it was a fumble.
snap. No wonder that.
I try to throw that bitch away.
Look at that.
Nah, he's the one went for it. It game glitchy ass game.
Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. Running back goes in motion. On 3rd down, he drops the throw.
Know it.
It's
On the other side.
nice job to get it past the sticks, and they get him down at the 35. Boy, the defense really needed to get off the field there, and they just couldn't do it, and it's a fresh set of downs.
Man, that hurts. When you're trailing late in the ball game, you need those stops, and you get them to 3rd down. You get them to those critical points to get the 1st down. You don't have many left. You better get aggressive.
He's now over the century mark with 102 yards on the ground, and with that run, he eclipses the 100-yard mark in this season opener.
Hey, your corner's
The
not
give to the
that.
back.
Your corner's not that. You say your corners ain't good, my receivers ain't good, nigga. This shit is yellow.
It's a point in the game, I
Yeah.
think, as a coaching staff, where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football, and the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
6-yard pickup on 1st down leaves him with 2nd and 4. Out of the gun, the inside give. They get him on the ground after he gets enough to move the sticks.
And this guy really has been a workhorse today. He's made plays when his offense needed them the most. He's a guy who's reliable. They know they can turn around, give him the football, and he'll go make things work out. And they're going to need him to finish this game. He has to continue playing well after that big run there.
Just a short pass to the tight end. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up.
This is so interesting right now, watching this offense stay aggressive. They've got the lead in the 4th quarter, and you're thinking at home, we got to just run the ball and try to bleed the clock. They found something on defense they're taking advantage of. 2 straight completions. I won't be surprised if they throw it again.
And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's throwing to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
Moving the running back, trying to get the D to tip his hand. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose. The 3rd down is coming. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum.
I'm watching both of y'all
They
games.
want to just keep throwing it. Let's it go to the end zone.
Oh, man, I keep throwing a bad ball, bro. I keep throwing a
touchdown, McCall.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look.
Wow, I keep
3rd
throwing
and
this
long
shit
in
shitty,
field goal
boy.
range. They go zone coverage, so everybody on the back
Damn.
end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
He could have been a better catch a tip on that though, Jalen. Like that squint, your little
They
jump
have
up.
the lead in a
Yeah,
one-possession
wouldn't it?
game, but they're thinking deliver the knockout blow, but this carries big-time risk on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Pocket starts to collapse. Fires on the move. And it's picked off. That's the turnover they desperately needed. Bringing it back.
Hey, why did he not throw it in the end zone to him? Float that bitch in the end zone. That's why I tapped it. This nigga.
Able to steal it away now.
Yeah,
and
it's
put
a
their
ball
offense in
game.
position to at least go tie this game.
On the
Oh
run,
my
it's
shit!
not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run.
Oh, he was about to be gone. Oh, it gave it you the boost too. Oh my god.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They go to the ground.
Ooh,
And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain.
Come on, man. What's that? On 3rd down, that's what you running?
The D thinking bring some heat on 3rd and long from the 44.
Whoa!
Yes, sir. I play underneath too. Yes,
Right round. Defense a bubble.
And that's got to feel good, and that's a play this young man is never going to
On my mama, he was supposed to bubble.
interception of the season. Great job reading the QB's eyes and getting to the football.
I ain't never had that happen.
The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw an intercept.
He hurls
Oh, this
one
nigga
deep
Weenie
down
Hut
the left
Jr.
side. Here's
Oh, this
an
nigga Weenie Hut
interception.
Jr.
They
on.
need that turnover. Looking for more room. And he's wrapped up after a solid return.
I'm just trying to test his arm out. Okay, I can't throw no shit like this one.
Seeing the play, seeing it unfold, breaking on the football, making the interception, and you will absolutely never forget getting that first career INT, that big play, that big moment.
Let's see how aggressive this defensive coordinator is with the lead in just a few minutes left. On the move at the 30. He finally goes out of bounds, but you better check that laundry on the field. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty.
I have to get you.
Never a reason to panic. Just run your offense. Plenty of time here. Down one possession.
Come on, 29.
Again?
Finds a crease at the 20. He goes out of bounds after the big play, but there is a
That's
penalty marker
tough.
on the field. Let's see what that one's about.
Yeah, why that is.
The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. Leaves it with the running back. He breaks a tackle. Showed off just about every move in the book, except the forward move. Stopped for a short gain.
Small gain, I know, but again, the defense knows he's going to run the football. He's willing to run the football, not just drop back and pass, make him honor the run game. You've got to do a lot of this.
Looking to pass on 2nd down. Fires to the wideout. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. Takes it the other way. And he's out of bounds at the 2. Almost a pick 6, but they're set up on the doorstep.
Last time his quarterback's second pick of the 4th quarter. He's battling. He's fighting. They're obviously down in this game. He's trying to make it happen. Just some bad decisions here late. Looks like he's pressing.
So this offense with an opportunity to put this game in a hammerlock if they can.
It's crazy because I went outside.
Touchdown, Oregon! The offense strikes again to extend its lead here in the 2nd half.
And they got everything working. How great is this? You extend your lead. Now you get your defense back on the field. Great job taking advantage of the situation and building on that lead.
And he did get that extra point through the slippery surface, no problem.
Hold it, man.
Yeah, no
They'll
holding.
bring it back from inside his 5. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive.
That young man got to catch that, McCown. There ain't no excuse for that. Yeah, he can't even come to the sideline and say why he didn't catch that. Yeah.
First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning.
Oh, man.
He wants to throw. Quarterback moving. Trying to escape and get it himself. What a nifty run there to pick up the first down. We hit the 2-minute warning, and this offense is desperate to make something happen and do it in a hurry.
And that quarterback
1st and 10 from their own 24-yard line.
He is nice.
Man,
He's looking
that
to throw.
defense ain't gave up.
That's reeled in. It's Hatchet. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
Hey, you know, the defense here in this situation with a huge lead, they've got to anticipate that this offense is going to be trying to throw the ball to the sideline, so they've got to work different coverages to try to force the quarterback to go over the middle.
Going up top. And he's got it inside the 10. The tackle is made, but he's got it first and goal from the 6. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. He'll set up to throw. Unleashes to the end zone. This is caught for the late touchdown, so let's not put this one to bed just yet.
So we got third down with a minute
Still ways to go.
30 on the
Great
clock.
job by this offense getting you back in the ball game. Now we got a one-possession game.
well,
We got our
just go
score. We
to
did what we're
time.
supposed to do. Now how do we get this stopped? Now the
Minute
defense has to
39
come up
left.
big and get me the rock back.
3 timeouts. Both of these some good games.
And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it. They still need a touchdown and 2-point conversion to tie, and they'll go for the onside kick here in the 4th. They got it. Able to recover the onside kick, and they get the offense right back out there. So the
Yeah, I'm
decision
like,
has
yo,
been made,
ain't no
and
way.
the coach will take the penalty.
I still should have got the ball, though.
Looking for a productive play on first down. They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. And they drag him down, but not before he picks up the first down. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Now on 1st and 10 from the 35. The give to the back. Open space at the 25. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense.
You know, you start day one of training camp running your base runs. You need a few yards, you run these plays. You need a first down, you run these plays. You rep them over and over and over again. They're not sexy, they're not pretty, but in the end, they're effective, and they get you that new set of downs when you need them.
Ah, come on. Get to the
You
edge.
made me run out of bounds. I could not come back.
I
Every
missed it.
possession.
I ran right by you out of
Oh,
bounds.
that nigga went to the Gatorade.
One possession games. QB drops back and makes these first downs. These extra set of downs now become
Oh,
so
shit. 15 was out of
ball
bounds.
games.
Damn.
And the defense in desperation mode, trying to hang on to give their team a chance. Grabbed behind the line. It's Cotton. And they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain.
The thing I like about the slot receiver, he's really intentional in his route run. The quarterback always knows exactly where he's going to be on the field. They've got great chemistry.
Trying to run it in. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. If they can get it in here, we could have a thrilling end to this game. It is 3rd and goal. Barrels ahead. Going right back to the well, and this time he finds water. Gets it into the end zone for the touchdown.
And, you know, late in the games, offenses sometimes get conservative when they got the lead and they got the ball. I love this offense. They were aggressive. They got another score added to the lead. Now you're trying to salt this game away.
And the extra point splits the uprights, and the lead balloons to 15. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. He'll start the return inside his 5.
Whoa.
He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. Going up top on first down.
Oh,
Nice
10,
defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
Well, I know that one fell incomplete, but what a day this guy's had throwing the football. Multiple touchdowns, and he's done a really nice job with his decision-making. Hasn't thrown any picks.
He's going to let it go. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge game if he could have held on.
Time is not on their side right now. They can't afford too many more incompletions like that. They need to come up with some connections, and they've got to score points. They've got to get this passing.
And it is another interception. Just a terrible struggle for this quarterback. He didn't get a lot on the return, but, man, he set his offense up at the 30.
Man, what a great break on the football. Nice job seeing it, squeezing. A lot of those defensive guys, man, they don't have great hands all the time, but you always remember your first interception. They'll always remember this moment.
I'm not a Cowboy.
And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. Now the chance to take a knee and just put the finishing touches on this victory.
Yeah, and this offense has done their...
Lets it fly deep downfield. And he'll sail it way too far for everybody.
Sometimes as a quarterback, when you're feeling the rhythm and you're feeling yourself, you just want to keep taking shots, right? This guy's already thrown 3 touchdown passes. He saw a look he liked, decided to let her fly. Haven't seen a lot of balls falling complete, especially deep down the field. That one did, but I'd expect this guy to keep...
And the quarterback
I called a timeout.
back at the 35. They'll immediately call timeout.
Nice coverage on the back end. Great job. Nothing open right away. The QB holds the ball in the pocket, and the pass rush finally gets home. Sometimes it's the DBs doing great work. Sometimes it's the defensive lineman winning up front.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
And the offense got themselves in a tough situation. 3rd and long, so hard to execute, especially when the field starts to shrink. But the good news is they got a field goal in their back pocket.
They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Looking for the end zone.
Oh,
and here's the pick. And
I hit that. I thought that bitch perfect, I thought.
Taking it the other way. And they
Damn, I thought after that,
not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
Yeah.
Well, there's no quitting this defense. I'll give them that. Obviously, they're trailing here late in the game. It seems like the opponent's going to win, but still, they've got guys out there playing the way they're coached to play, playing with outstanding effort, trying to make plays to claw their team back into the game.
Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw.
Oh, he got put in the dirt.
Heat. Looking to scramble.
Oh, I did.
He's got an open man. And an explosive play has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line.
Yeah.
Hustle to the line.
I try to go. I don't know why. No, I can't smack the quarterback.
Quarterback adapted.
You'll never have no sack in your life.
Oh, my God.
A sensational grab down the field there as they try to at least put a positive spin on the end of this game.
GG.
We waited so